Um, I'm going to your main one so I can see if your stream on YouTube is up. Nope, live now. I have the stream. It is in full screen and still buffering up though and working its way to 720p. Let me put it on 1080. That might help. Oh wow, dude, that looks so good. That looks so much better than before, yo. That looks bulletproof good. Oh my god, dude, you've got to keep it on 1080 like this. This looks fucking amazing balls. Compared to that 720 shit, this looks amazing balls. This looks like I'm playing it on my screen. Like, it looks like I'm playing the game. That's what it should look like. I should be able to go, hey Mason, look what I'm doing. He should go, oh wow, oh wait, you know.
Yeah, see that's exactly what I'm going
it looks
for.
like I'm playing the game.
Hoping this works.
That's why I said it. I mean, YouTube's buffering it out a little bit, making the words use. It takes about 2 minutes for me to watch a YouTube video before it settles down and I can really take a look at the quality, you know, because it has to work itself out. There's still a little stepping and artifacting around the blades and around the outside of the boxes.
Well, it's the same way with the other video of 720. The first couple of minutes were a little choppy, then it cleared up.
Yeah. But this already looks way better than the 720 video did 2 minutes in. It's already crystal clear. Like, there's a little bit of artifacting, but not even nearly as much as there was.
Well, let's see when I really push my view distance and go over these mountains, what happens.
Yeah, I'd like to actually, yeah. Or just go up.
Since this is basically this is what your armor is going to look like, so.
Yeah. I mean, the water now looks amazing. You can tell how much better it looks on that computer than your old one. Like, you couldn't even see through the water like that. You couldn't even visualize the ground through the water.
No, I had like a 300-meter fog around me, okay?
Yeah.
Now I have my view distance up at 2,500, and it looks like it should. The horizon just kind of fades out like it should.
Yep. And it's kind of foggy in the distance, like, you know, what your eyes do.
Well, yeah, that's because I have a depth of field on, but yeah.
Right.
Turn all that motion blur crap off.
Oh, and I learned there is a way to turn motion blur off in almost every game. There's actually hidden keystrokes in most games. Like I found on Train Sim, because motion blur is so horrible, it makes the frames just die. And there's actually a keystroke to turn motion blur off that I didn't know about. Same in Train Sim World. God, you stand that helicopter up on its tail.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, yeah.
Do you have to do that, or are you just doing it?
I do it because it makes me slow down really quickly and keeps me stable, as opposed to trying to slow down. But well, there's like two main ways of slowing down, from what I have found at least. Is you can either do the standing the tail up on it and dropping the throttle, and then you go up a little bit, then you start falling out, and then you level it out, because you can tell that you're obviously going to start going backwards, then you level it out forwards, go to about 10-15 forward, and then see, I can go straight down. Or what you see a lot of the fancy ass videos on YouTube, what they'll do, no guarantee I won't crash here, but they'll go like full bore nap of the earth here, and then they'll go sideways like this and bank around.
Side slip it.
And do that number, and then kind of come down like that, which works
and
too,
you lose your
but
speed in the turn, but it requires a lot of practice to get that hook right.
Oh my God! Oh Jesus!
So you can end up
when you catch up to where what I just did, you're gonna shit yourself.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I just did. You're coming down the side of the mountain, going sideways in a real steep turn, and now you're down through the trees. Wow, you barely missed that tree.
I'd like to call that skill, but that was pure luck.
But yeah, 3 guys in Arma 3 show me the hook maneuver, and they do it really well. It's just hard for me to pin where I'm going to be at the end of that hook maneuver, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I do the tail up thing.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to be accurate.
You would never do either of those in a helicopter. What you would do is you do like a little bit of your tail up thing, you know, just pitch it back and drop the throttle about 45 degrees, and then just slowly bleed speed off. That's what you would do in real life. You just pitch it back to 45 degrees instead of standing it up on the tail.
Yeah, but if I do that, I'm gaining altitude.
Well, you got to drop the cyclic, drop the throttle at the same time.
Yeah, I know, I do that, but at least in Arma, when you put the nose up, you go up.
Well,
Unless
right,
if you
but you
go
gotta drop the
vertical, and
throttle
then
at the
in which
same
case,
place
you don't
at the
really.
same time. Kind of like a flare, but you just do it, to lose speed up in the air. Now you're going backwards. Oh no.
This is the hard part. When you get closer to the ground, you got to kind of do
Yeah.
little tiny movements to get yourself to not float off
Well,
one
because they
direction.
model, if you have the advanced flight model
I
on
do not
chance,
have the advanced flight model. That shit is
well, good,
insane.
because they model ground effect, and that'll get much worse. Ground effect float is really difficult to control because it's warm air coming up from the ground, and the rotor blades aren't able to push it down enough, and you float. You'll move all over the place uncommanded.
Let's do a little
And it's a normal
coastal line
phenomenon
here.
in every real helicopter. Yeah, stay in the cockpit view for a little bit. Why
Well, the
not?
cockpit view is another thing I use to test quality because everything's kind of detailed in here.
Yeah, that's why I said that, because I wanted
God,
to
the
see how it
water just
rezzed
looks
out
so
here in a
good.
second. I mean, even like the HUD and everything is crystal clear. The sensitivity, the P30, PO30 Orca, everything is crystal clear now. The water looks beautiful. I mean, I would definitely keep it on this setting. Maybe turn your bit rate up a smidge.
I don't have much more room because I'm already at 4,500. I only have about 5.5 upload consistently.
Oh, yeah.
So I leave
Well, I
about
mean, I was just
1
saying
meg
5,
free.
It's got 25, so I just put it to 5 and.
Oh yeah, you can go up to 9,000 on YouTube, and they have transcoding for everybody, so people can turn down the quality if they can't handle 9,000.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to stay just exclusively on YouTube or if I want to actually.
I would do Twitch and Mixer as well.
Yeah, I want to, but I don't know how well it's gonna work with, because I don't know if I can get YouTube, because my idea was if I stick with YouTube, maybe I can get YouTube looking really good and I'll just stay with YouTube. But if I can do all three at this quality, then I'll be fine with that. It was just I was thinking, maybe it's because I'm going to all three that it's not as good as it could be on just YouTube, because Twitch VODs look way better than YouTube for some reason. And I'm more concerned with the video afterwards than the live stream.
Well, I'm pretty sure Twitch will transcode the VODs, but they won't transcode the live stuff for people. And that's why the VODs look much better. So I've noticed that too. The VODs look a lot better than stream.
Oh no, I mean,
so I bet they transcode it.
The VOD on, a video that's uploaded on YouTube compared to the VOD on Twitch, the Twitch one looks way better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I bet Twitch transcodes those. They transcode it when they put up the VOD, but they don't transcode it to each individual person. So that's why the VOD looks better than the stream. YouTube transcodes it to each individual person, but then puts the original up on YouTube for the VOD.
Right.
So I think Twitch and YouTube handle the VOD situation different. YouTube takes the original and posts it, for better or worse. Twitch will transcode it, but won't to the users, whereas YouTube will transcode it to the users, but not the VOD. So they're just competing philosophies, really, and pick whichever one you like more. I would just go with all three, because they all three have their own unique, vibrant audiences that you won't get with any of the others, because a lot of people don't switch. They just stick with Twitch or Mixer or YouTube. And I don't know how big YouTube's gaming, streaming portion of it is.
Oh, rip me. Nap the Earth was going so well there for a little bit.
Am I about to see something? No? Bad? Uh-oh. You're way down deep in that valley, yo.
Yeah,
oh my God! Yeah,
couldn't get the force to pull back up again.
Yeah, you can't hug the sides of valleys like that. You have to kind of, yeah. Now, I would have turned left and gone down that canyon. If I knew that I was not going to make it back up, I just would have bailed out left and rolled down the canyon that way. And that probably would have kept you in the air. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's the Neophron? I've never seen that.
Neophron? I don't know. Let me pull it out.
It was in that first list at the very top. Like
it's
the first one you opened up.
I'll warn you, I can't fucking fly planes. I barely last night landed
very top.
a stunt plane.
Yeah, neoprons. Yeah, yeah.
And I
Oh,
managed
okay.
to
I
land
thought.
it, but I overshot the runway by quite a bit. Well, actually, no, I was slowed down enough not to kill myself at the end of the runway, but I didn't land
Right.
where I should have.
Well, yeah,
So
you
we'll
got
see
to
how
slow
this
those
goes.
jets down to like 200 miles an hour before you hit the ground.
I'm just not good at flying planes with a keyboard and mouse. I can do helicopters just
Well,
fine because it's
it's
kind of like a
hard.
joystick, but with the plane, it just doesn't feel right. Okay, let's not taxi at 100 kilometers an hour, thank you.
Damn. Yeah, you're like crazy moving fast at like 100 kilometers an hour almost. There we go. Slowing back down now. Well, that was a little too much.
Yeah, but I don't
You
think
just
it
take off
stays a
right here.
consistent.
Shit.
Oh, wait, there we go. I see. There's actually an engine level thing, and it just continues to get faster.
Yeah, yeah,
In the
yeah. You
top
gotta
left,
tap it
right
on
under the
off. Tap it
control
on off.
deal, there's like a 9 there right now, but as I'm about to turn onto the runway.
Planes on Russian and shit. This is when track IR would be nice, but to look down the runway the correct direction to get this turn right. Because you don't want to turn till the nose wheel hits the center line and it's just like right underneath you, so it's tricky to make that turn, you know. The ILS comes active as you. You guys have an ILS in Arma? That's badass. You guys have an
Please
instrument
get off the
landing system
ground.
in
Oh,
Arma.
thank God. I don't know what that means.
Go to the just do a circuit and go back to the other side of the runway, and I'll show you. Like, take off. They may have one on both ends, but sometimes they might only on one. It should come alive right about now on your HUD. But fly around to the other side, and you'll see those two bars come active again. That's your ILS, and that'll basically tell you if you're left, right of the runway, or if you're above or below your glide scope, and you're about to stall. You're at like 80 kilometers an hour. That's it. You need to engines quick. Engines quick. You're about to stall and die.
You're before where I am. I've already gotten that far. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nice. You didn't hit the water. Sweet.
I'm flying with the keyboard now, not the mouse, and it's a little bit easier.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, when you're at 90 degrees, your rudder becomes your elevator, and your elevator becomes your rudder. It's tricky. Yeah, it is. Turn. Yeah, there we go. I keep forgetting I'm like 20 seconds back. And then go back in the HUD when you get like turned around, heading back towards the runway. And as long as you go like up in the right area, the ILS should come active as you approach the runway. Landing autopilot, that's fucking nuts. It'll actually land itself.
Think I can hit that tripwire on that aircraft carrier?
I have, so you probably can, yeah. Okay, yeah, you got to come at it. You're flying backwards the way you got to hit it. You know that, right?
Oh, well, I do now.
You're supposed to, yeah. Well, no, I mean, turn around and then come back and land, and you'll be facing the right way. You got to come from the back of the ship, and that's where you're at right now. It's behind it. So just pull a UE. I would go teardrop, left and then right, and like literally draw a tear in the sky. You're real slow still. Oh, you already fixed it. Never mind. The carrier's gone and shit. There it is. Up, up. Oh God, you're so low. I wonder if the carrier, yeah, the carrier has an ILS. See those two bars right there coming across your screen? The one that's to the left and the one in the middle? The one that's going across is up and down. The one that's left to right is left and right. Try and line those up in a perfect cross. And that means you're on glide scope and you're lined up with the runway. So the aircraft carrier and the runway both have ILS, and they'll help you to line up. So if the line's to the right, You're to the right of the runway. If it's to the left, you're left of the runway. If it's above, you're high. If it's below, it's you're low. Yeah, see those bars? They'll come alive when you come around the end of the ship. And when they come
That's
alive,
if
that's when you
I
start your
don't
train.
go right over them.
You're coming from the front of the ship, by the way. You're going backwards. That's where the ILS died. See, the ILS came back active when you came back to the rear. Yeah. Yeah, you totally tried to land the wrong direction on the carrier just then. There you go. Do a half Cuban. Just roll out and then pull all the way through and then just rotate the aircraft so it's in the right orientation. Pretty much.
This is not
Wow,
gonna
you're
end
way
well.
high.
Not gonna end well.
You're severely high now
Nope,
and
nope.
really picking up a shit ton of speed. You're never going to be able to bleed that speed off.
I'm better at the helicopter
Well,
thing.
not bad. No, bad. Really bad. Really bad. Yeah, too much excitement. There you go. All right, I got to go get the kids. I got to put some trash in trash bags before I go. So
Alrighty.
I'll, hopefully it's not total chaos when I get back and I'll be able to call you.
Alrighty. Sounds good.
I'm going to leave the stream on and stuff. So I'll
Well, I'm
come
gonna
back
close the
and,
stream here in a minute, and I'm gonna go look at the VOD and see what it actually looks like on 1080.
oh, all right.
Yep, this was
Looks
just
really good, I think.
trying to figure out what the best setting is.
I mean, in theater mode, it looks absolutely awesome. In full screen, watch this on a YouTube made for gamers. On full screen, it looks really good too. It looks really good. I would think that most people would mistake it for the game. It almost
Alrighty.
looks like the gaming side of the YouTube looks better.
I mean, gaming
If
side
you
of
watch it on
YouTube.
YouTube gaming, well, there's YouTube gaming streaming, and if you watch it on the gaming one, it's a totally different interface. It's all set up like Twitch where you can see all of it, not like the regular YouTube. And I think that it's actually a little better or maybe faster this way. But anyway, I gotta go. I love you. I'll miss you, and I will talk to you soon. Don't
Miss you
kill the
too.
butterfly. You killed the butterfly.
Well, actually, it got back up like a fucking zombie butterfly, but I'm gonna kill this rabbit.
Thanks. All right. Love you. Talk to you soon.
Love you, miss you. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.